Shalom, today is February 22nd, and we're in day 139 of the war between Israel and Hamas. So All Israel News is still in NRB in Nashville, the national religious broadcaster. So I'm going to show you the news as it's presented, the Hebrew news, as it's presented on the Hebrew online websites. In Haaretz, it says, Tza'ir neherag, a young man has been killed, ve'asara niftzeu, and 10 injured, in a terrorist attack next to Ma'ale Edomim. Shlosha mechablim, 3 terrorists have been shot down. The terrorists are residents of Beit Lechem area. They came with 2 vehicles and took out weapons and shot the cars in the standstill traffic jam close to the checkpoint that's crossing from Ma'ale Edomim area towards the Israeli Jewish side. And Matan El Malich is the one who was killed on the Jewish side. He's 26 years old, and 10 other injured. One of them is a woman, pregnant woman. She's still in a severe condition in the hospital. And it reads, Hamechablim patchu be'esh. Terrorists just started to fire towards the vehicles that were standing in the pkak for about 200 meters, which maybe is about 60 feet, on the way to Jerusalem. One of the terrorists is actually a doctor in a hospital in Shechem. He was found, he was killed, he was shot down by one of the civilians. But yeah, he's a doctor in Shechem. It reads here that there have been several warnings throughout the years by the heads of the municipalities and mayors around that area, saying that these checkpoints are they're prone for these kinds of terrorist attacks because there's so many cars, Jewish and Palestinian cars, waiting in line when these traffic jams happen. And a terrorist would decide to attack like they did this morning. The cars, the Jewish people have nowhere to run to. They have nothing, nowhere to go. So we actually have a Israeli friend here, Messianic Jew, in the conference and in RB, and he said his family was in that jam. His sister and her children were in front of the terror attack, so that it happened behind them. They left their house a little bit earlier, 1 minute earlier, they may have been in the attack. And his wife and children were a few meters behind the attack, hearing it, and as they crossed by, they were seeing the aftermath of it. So we thank the Lord for our friend's family that was safe. But this is not easy because these checkpoints are continuously being jammed with mixed Arabs and Palestinian in this jam. So the fear level, we suppose, in these checkpoints is just going to be raised the next few months. The next headline are the Houthis from Yemen that are shooting more missiles towards the Red Sea and towards Eilat, the southern city of Israel. These are the Houthis that are, in the name of Allah, they're shooting their missiles towards Israel. There it goes. So this is footage published by the Houthis as a warfare, psychological warfare against Israel, and physical warfare, of course. Here we see the interception of the arrow with the long-range missile from Yemen. It's amazing what the Air Force, the Israeli Air Force, can do. And to remind you, in the last few weeks, the Houthis in Yemen are continuously trying to hit Israel with their missiles. They're being backed from Iran. These are the major headlines for today. For more stories, visit All Israel News. Keep tracking with us. This is Rotem Magen for All Israel News.